Yes, Mr. Hirsch.
Sir, on page 79, Mr. Proctor says that the stupidest text in the Bible is "They hated me without a cause." Does that mean the Nazis were right to hate the Jews? Is Huxley an anti-Semite?
No. No, Mr. Huxley is not an anti-Semite. Of course, the Nazis were wrong to hate the Jews, but their hating the Jews was not without a cause. It's just that the cause wasn't real. The cause was imagined. The cause was fear. Let's leave the Jews out of this just for a moment. Let's think of another minority, one that can go unnoticed if it needs to. There are all sorts of minorities. Blondes, for example. People with freckles. The minority is only thought of as one when it constitutes some kind of threat to the majority, a real threat or an imagined one. And therein lies the fear. And if that minority is somehow invisible, then the fear is much greater. And that fear is why the minority is persecuted. And so you see there always is a cause. The cause is fear. Minorities are just people. People like us.
Hey guys, that was a quote from one of my favorite movies. It's called A Single Man. If you guys haven't seen it, it's really, really good. The topic this week is homophobia and how to deal with it. One incident I could really think of was I had this friend when I grew up in the church. This friend I grew up with was we were best friends forever, and you know, when we got into high school, I kind of like not drifted away. I just got more. We got more different friends, different groups of people we were friends with, and so during that process, of course, she moved away. You know, we stopped talking, kind of thing, and I came out during high school, and for National Coming Out Day, I posted, when I still had a MySpace, I posted a bulletin on MySpace saying, like, thanking everyone, thank you to my sister, thank you to my friends, for being such great people in my life and being so supportive of me coming out. And she got in contact with me, my friend, and she of course turned into a really radical Christian. And she got in contact with me. She started rattling all this stuff. Why do you think you're gay? Like, this isn't God's plan. Blah blah blah. Like all this bullshit. And like, it really hit hard with me because I never had to deal with that kind of stuff ever. And before that day, of course. And I remember I was just like crying, and I called both of my best friends up, and I was just like, I don't know what to say. And I mean, I wasn't out to my parents yet, and so I couldn't like run to my mom for support or whatever. And it was really hard to hear all that stuff from this person who was like quoting Bible verses at me and was like literally like hating me, but like trying to disguise it by her faith or whatever. And so it was really hard the first time, but you know what, after that incident and after that time in my life, I was just like, alright, like, I'm not gonna let someone just treat me like that. Like, I know better. Like, I am coming from someone that came from the church, and I know that that's not real love. And it's not real love, and it's not really showing your faith if you're being so cruel towards someone. And as, I guess, a word of advice to anyone that's dealing with homophobia and dealing with someone at school or someone in your house or an aunt or your parents or whatever that are really persecuting you. Anyone could just say, don't let it get to you, but it does get to you. It really does hurt, especially if it's someone that you respect and, or you don't respect. I mean, if it's someone you don't even know on the street, then, you know, that did happen to me one time. I was at Walmart asking for something, and like I faced discrimination at Walmart from one of the employees, and I was just like, you know, whatever, like I don't care about this person, you know, I'm not going to shop here anymore. You know, what does this person mean to me, you know, like who cares, like I'm still going to go on living, you know. But if it's actually someone in your house or someone you deeply care about or respect, I mean, that is definitely, I guess it would be like anything, you know, it takes time, definitely, like, for them to realize. I mean, most of the time they're homophobic because they're uneducated, and it's your job to educate them, you know. Everything comes with time, you know. They'll come to accept you and come to love you. I mean, especially if it's someone in your family, they'll love you no matter what. That's a mouthful, but I'm sure the other Color Me Queer guys are gonna have more to say about that. Anyways, that's the video, everyone. It's cooled down a lot here in SoCal, so I'm wearing a sweater today, and it feels good outside. So I think I'm gonna go enjoy the day. I'm still recovering from the weekend. I had a road trip. Subscribe to my channel. I'll post the link down there. I'll probably post pictures and videos of my trip, so I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. I can't wait to see everyone else's videos. Bye, guys.